Hello friends, welcome back to math. We're on 27. Let's get it started. Let's go. Sharing. Here we go. 27. I can share and critique peer strategies for solving problems of varied types. So basically what that means is that you're going to be solving some problems. We're going to look at our friends' work and we're going to see what they did good with it and what they can fix with it. Okay, so that's all that means. Now, you do not have a application to problem today, and we're not actually going to do the fluency today. You guys have had 2 days in a row where you've done fluency. I'm going to give you a little break today. So let me pause for a second to get our video up, and then we'll get started. Okay, friends, you should have a whiteboard, a marker, eraser, paper, pencil, something that you're going to be writing with. So let's get started. Oh, excuse me.
Welcome to class, my marvelous mathematicians. It's Miss Kaylin here, ready to guide you through another lesson. Today, we will be sharing and discussing strategies for solving word problems. And today, I have some special friends who will join us. Today's lesson, you will need your problem set. Go ahead and take a moment to grab it. When you're ready, press play, and we'll get started.
If you have access to a printer and you can print off your problem set, go ahead and do that for today's lesson, because we're not going to do every problem on there, but you are going to do some of the problems. And if you want to work it directly on your paper, that's fine. If you don't have access to a computer or printer and you don't want to print it out, it's okay. We're going to do it on our whiteboards. Okay.
Welcome back. We're going to start at number 1. Listen as I read number 1 aloud. 9 letters came in the mail on Monday. Some more letters were delivered on Tuesday. Then there were 13 letters. How many letters were delivered on Tuesday? Listen as I read that again. 9 letters came in the mail on Monday. Some more letters were delivered on Tuesday. There were 13 letters. How many letters were delivered on Tuesday? First, I want you to ask yourself, what can I draw? What can you draw that will help you see what you're looking for or what you're solving for? Take a moment to think. What can you draw?
I'm going to draw a tape diagram.
Go ahead and draw something.
Okay.
Pause the video now and draw something to represent the 9 letters that came on Monday, the more letters that came on Tuesday, and the 13 letters in all.
Okay. So, like I said, I do a tape diagram. You might do something different, and that's okay as long as you're getting the same answer. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it with the tape diagram, see what my brain is thinking. Okay. So I know that 9 letters came in the mail on Monday. So I'm going to draw a tape 9 in it and put Monday. Then I'm going to say some more letters were delivered on Tuesday. I don't know how many more are being delivered. I just know that there are some, and I'm going to label that one Tuesday. Then there were 13 letters. That's my total. How many letters were delivered on Tuesday? So that's what we have to solve. Now I know that when I'm missing a part, I can subtract my 2 numbers to get my part, or I can add this number with this number to get this number. But for me, it's kind of easier to do subtraction. But we're going to do it both ways. So we'll say 9 plus something equals, oops, we don't want to draw a line there. We're going to say 13 here. Okay. So I can count back from 13 to 9, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. I have 4. Or I can count on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4. So I know that my mystery number, or how many letters were delivered on Tuesday, were 4. There were 4 letters delivered Now you may have done it differently than I did, and that's okay, as long as you got the answer of 4. Let's keep going.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
If you're not, you can pause the video. We're going to keep going. I made a little mistake first, and then I corrected it. Let me show you both of the things that I drew. I started drawing a double tape diagram to help me make sense of the problem, but as I was drawing it, wasn't helping it make more sense. Monday and Tuesday weren't separate because it was really asking about all of the letters in all. So I needed to think of it as one unit. So instead of a double tape diagram, I drew a single tape diagram. Once I drew that, it helped me see, oh, I'm missing a part. That part I'm missing was Tuesday. My drawing helped me see what I was looking for. Once I knew I was missing a part, I wrote my number sentence and solved. My sentence with me. 4 letters were delivered on Tuesday. Mathematician, what did you draw?
We did a tape diagram, and then
Did
we
your drawing
showed
help
both.
you make sense
And we
of
wrote
the
our
word problem?
Yep.
Go ahead and take a look at it.
Helped me because I knew that there were 9 on Monday,
If it
some
didn't,
more on Tuesday,
make
and
sure
then we
you
got
do
a
that for
total
the
of
next one.
13.
If it did, give yourself a, oh yeah, brain.
Thanks, Brain.
Go ahead and come with me to number 3. Skip number 2 and go to number 3 with me. Solving problems by ourselves is a lot of fun, but I like doing math with friends. That way, we can all solve different ways and learn from each other. Let me bring some of my math friends in to help us solve this problem. Ring, ring. Miss Duckett, Mrs. Curry. Hi, Miss Kaylin. Hey. I was just telling our friends how much I absolutely love doing math with friends. Will you help solve a problem with us? Of course. Listen as I read it aloud. Some children were playing on the playground. 8 children came to join. Now there are 14 children. How many children were on the playground at the beginning? Let me read that to you again. Some children were playing on the playground. Some children. 8 children came to join. Now there are 14 children. How many children were on the playground in the beginning? Ask yourself, mathematician, what can we draw? And make sure you learn from Miss Kaylin's mistake. Make sure you can draw something that makes sense to you and helps you find what you're looking for. Let's go ahead and solve behind our secret walls while our mathematicians solve.
Okay,
Here we go.
I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm pausing because I want to ask the question, are we comparing anything, or are we trying to find an answer to a problem that isn't comparing? So we're not comparing anything, because we're not comparing how many children were at the playground before as opposed to how many came, because we can't compare that. So we're not going to draw a double tape diagram because we use those when we compare things. So we're just going to draw a normal tape diagram for this one, okay? So some children were playing on the playground. We don't know how many there are, so we're just going to draw kind of a smaller box and put a question mark on there. And we're going to put that these are the children playing on the playground, okay? Then it says 8 children came to join. So we're going to draw a box, put an 8 in it, and we're going to put the J for join, okay? Now there are 14 children. Now I know that 14 is my total. Now I can ask myself, how am I going to solve to find out how many there were at the beginning? Well, I know when there's a part, I can subtract my 2 numbers, or if I wanted to, I can add my 8 to the mystery number and get my total. So let's do both ways. I could say 14 minus 8 equals something, or I could say 8 plus something equals 14. Now, 8 is kind of in between 14. So I could do either way easily. Either way would be efficient, okay? So let's count from 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I had 6. So let's count backwards and see if we still get 6. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I still got 6. So I know 6 children were on the playground. In the beginning. Oops, I ran out of room. We could probably fast forward while they work.
Pause. Miss Duckett, Mrs. Curry, can I grab your work? Here we go. Let's take a close look. But before we share our answers, I'm interested to know, how did you know what you were looking for? Miss Duckett, can you tell us how you knew what you were solving for?
Yeah. Well, I use my number sentence to help me solve. Here I have blank plus 8 equals 14. And I wrote that first because the word problem says that some children were on the playground in the beginning. So I drew a box to represent that some children were on the playground in the beginning. Then it says that 8 children came to join. So I wrote plus 8. And now there's 14. And then my strategy was I held 8 in my heart and counted on until I got to 14. And I found out that 6 children were on the playground in the beginning.
And we got the same
so
answer,
awesome.
but
so
a
I drew
different
the number
way.
sentence too to help me make sense of the problem and figure out what I was looking for. But I didn't solve by counting on. I used my tape diagram to help me solve. So, speaking of that, Mrs. Curry, I noticed you also use a tape diagram. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I knew that some students went to play on the playground, so I drew this part of my tape diagram, labeled it with a question mark, because I don't know how many went out to play. But then I know that 8 more children joined, so I added on 8 more to my tape diagram. And I know that the total children is 14, so I labeled it here. So I can see that I have a total and one part. To find the missing part, I subtracted and wrote 14 minus 8.
That's so awesome. Each of us found what we were looking for in a different way or solved in a different way. But we all found out that there were 6 children on the playground in the beginning. I love playgrounds. They're so fun. Okay, mathematician, I think we have time for one more. Let's go ahead and travel on over to 5. Make sure you skip number 4 and go to number 5. Okay, teachers, are you guys ready?
We're ready. Let's do this.
Mathematician, are you ready? Let's go ahead and solve number 5. Remember, pay attention to find out what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Emmy saw 12 ants walking in a row. Fran saw 6 more ants than Emmy. How many ants did Fran see? That's an interesting question. Mathematician, listen as I read that one more time. Emmy saw 12 ants walking in a row. Fran saw 6 more ants than Emmy. Question's asking, how many ants did Fran see? Okay, teachers, are y'all ready to solve?
Let's do this.
Let's go ahead and draw something so we can figure out what are we looking for. Okay, mathematicians, here we go.
Okay, I'm pausing. Now, let's think about this. Emmy saw 12 ants walking in a row. Fran saw 6 more ants than Emmy. Are we comparing something here? Yeah, we are, because we need to see how many more ants Fran saw than Emmy. So we need to do a double tape diagram. So we know that Emmy had 12 that she saw. And for right now, I'm just going to put my 12 here. Fran saw 6 more than Emmy. So is Fran's tape going to be longer or shorter? It's going to be longer. So I'm going to go ahead and make it 12 like Emmys, but then I'm going to add a little bit more on because I know that she saw 6 more. So now I know that if she saw 12 like Emmy and then 6 more, I can add those two together to get my answer. So 12 plus 6 equals something. So I can add my ones place first. 6, 7, 8, and then I add my tens. I only have one 10 because I don't have a 10 in this one. So I'm going to bring it over. So if I even count that on, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, there's 6 more. So I still get 18. So we know that Fran saw 18 ants. Okay. If you need more time, you can pause it, but I'm going to hit play. And I'm going to fast forward through their working. Whoops, went too far.
Okay, mathematicians, this is our work. We all drew the same tape diagram.
Well, look at that.
Great
So
minds
did
think
we.
alike. Mrs. Curry, can you show us how you solved?
Okay, so I knew that Emmy saw 12 ants walking in a line. So I made a bar for Emmy and labeled it 12. And then it said that Fran saw 6 more than Emmy, and I had to really think, well, I know that when we are making a comparison, it's easiest for me to just draw the 2 tapes the same size and then think about who saw more. Well, I know Fran saw 6 more, so I can add 6 more to hers. Well, and if this is the same size as this must be 12 too. My unknown is how many Fran saw all together. This visual helps me see so clearly that it would be 12 plus 6 equals 18. Fran saw 18 ants walking in a row.
Miss Duckett, is that how you solved?
That is how I solved, Miss Caitlin.
But that's awesome. And mathematicians, did you do anything differently?
I didn't. You may have, but I did the same.
Maybe you also drew something like a tape diagram. Or maybe you drew something else. No matter what, I hope you got 18.
We did.
You did it! Mathematicians, you completed today's lesson. And now that I have my friends here with me, I definitely want to give my brain some love. Here we go. Repeat after me. My brain is great.
My brain is great.
My brain will grow.
My brain will grow.
The harder I work,
The harder I work,
the more I'll know.
the more I'll know.
And that's so true. Come with me as we transition to your problem set. Our must-do problems today are 2, 4, and 6. You'll have 10 minutes to work your absolute hardest. And Ms. Duckett, can you lead us in a goodbye cheer?
I sure can. This one is called the basketball cheer. It goes like this. Do, 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 ballin'. Do it with me. Get ready. Do, 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 ballin'.
That's perfect because Ms. Keelan loves basketball. Thank you guys for coming and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Okay, friends, let's go to our problem set. Now, I'm not going to do an example with you today because we just did numbers 1, 3, and 5 together. So you should know that I need to see the tape diagram drawing, whether it be like this, or like this, however you do it. I need to see a number sentence. Whoops. And I need a statement. I just made up everything, didn't I? Okay. Drawing, don't forget to label. Number sentence, statement. 3 things, have to have them. Okay, you're going to do 2, 4, and 6 on your own. Like I said, I'm not going to give you an example today because we just did 1, 3, and 5. So you're doing the same thing with 2, 3, or 2, 4, and 6. Here's 2. Here's number 4. And here's number 6. Okay, so you try your very, very best. Do 2, 4, and 6, your exit ticket. Turn them both in together. If you have questions, email me, message me, let me know. I'll try to help you out the best I can. Okay, and I'll see you guys on our next lesson. Bye, friends.